Hello guys, welcome back again. I'm your boy this Adamslink. How you doing today? Welcome back to another video. So this will be my last video for today. So try as much as possible to comment, like this video, subscribe, subscribe, click the bell notification to get updates. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at adamslinkmedia. And firstly guys, let me just make this public announcement. I will be going live on Instagram between 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock every day. So if you come on live on Instagram, on Facebook, and you don't see me 8 o'clock, just check between 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So if you have anything at all that you want to discuss with me, at least see me personally, let's have a discussion, let us connect. It will be between I will either be on Instagram or Facebook, because I'm trying to build my own Facebook account as well, but I'm mostly on Instagram for now, but also Facebook. So try as much as possible to check me out there, 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And of course I'll be bringing my own topic though, very juicy stuff, and we can all grow from there. And of course you can also earn yourself some numbers of followers by coming live with me. Call me whenever you see me on live, call me and request me to talk to me, so I will gladly respond. And first, let us jump right into the topic. It's about Burna Boy. Burna Boy has been tagged serial cheater, correct serial cheater. After in fact, there's this girl that recently came out. Her name is Joe Pearl. Sexy, fine, beautiful. You can see the shape, guys. You can see the reason why Burna Boy was jumping between Steph London and this girl. This guy came out saying that Burna Boy promised her heaven and earth. Burna Boy promised to get her pregnant, that they're going to have twins. Burna Boy was cheating on her with Steph London. Then Burna Boy started dating Steph London, and Burna Boy was then cheating on Steph London with the same girl. So it was, you understand? When Burna Boy was dating this girl, according to her, Burna Boy hasn't meant Steph London there, but Burna Boy started cheating on her with Steph London. Then when him and Steph London were together, Burna Boy started cheating on Steph London with this girl. But now Burna Boy and Steph London are no longer together. Maybe Steph London found out, and this girl too, she's lamenting, crying on social media that Burna Boy broke her heart, and Burna Boy promised her this. She told her that he loves her, all those kind of things and all those kind of stuff. And seeing the video, you can really tell that she's not really in a good space at all. So guys, should I play the video now, or let me just talk so many other things first? Then I will play you the long video at the end of the video so that you can all enjoy, and then leave your comments and tell me how you feel about it. But let me just play you a few clips first.
For the past 2 years, we've never stopped seeing each other. It's just been like an elephant in the room that we choose not to discuss. And we just kind of go about things like it doesn't exist. And I know some people are thinking, how do you even manage to do that? But I can't even explain how, but I have. And I just was in love. I've been in love for 2 years. Like, I've really been in love for 2 years, and I've been seeing him for 2 years. And just always around in the background somewhere, and like, and people are aware of me, but it's just like, people close to him are aware of me, but it's just unspoken of. Like, it's like I said, an elephant in the room. Sometimes I lay next to him and I go on UK Gossip TV and I just see the charade on social media, and I don't even know how that makes me feel. It just makes me feel cold. I blocked it out because he would just always tell me how he always come back to me, and he loves me, and I'm his baby, and he's never ever gonna leave me. And like I said, me thinking that this relationship is fake just kind of didn't really help the situation, because in the past 2 years, he has never ever mentioned the person I see him publicly with on social media to my face. That person doesn't even get acknowledged. It's like she doesn't even exist in our world.
Well, I think this girl played herself. Don't you know you played yourself? Well, guys, how about Burna Boy Abba now? Take it easy on those girls. If you don't want a relationship, don't drag somebody's daughter for close to 2 years, man. Don't drag. Maybe Burna Boy actually loved this girl for her to have been with her for 2 years. Maybe he just loved this girl for who she is, and then he loved Steph London for what she has. The fame that attached to it, knowing that yes, I did date person like Steph London, all those kind of stuff. But now it seems like Burna Boy is no longer with this girl, and maybe this girl knew that Burna Boy was going out with Steph. Oh, come now, it's all over the news. It's all over the news. Why is she coming out now? Well, but this guy said, see, I've been going through her Instagram account. In fact, I've fallen in love already. So getting a guy wouldn't be that a big deal to her because she's okay. She's beautiful, sexy, good body. So I don't think she's gonna miss anything at all. She should just take care of herself, and of course, Burna Boy will now go on to the next one. But I don't know. I'm still gonna share you the long video. I might share you the long video. So be expecting it and don't be expecting it. And meanwhile, guys, let's talk about footballer Osaze Odewingi, former Eagle footballer Osaze Odewingi. I guess some of you know him. Sorry. This guy recently called out Peter Psquare and Kano Walker's wife, Amara. According to him, Kano Walker's wife is constantly trying to talk to him on social media. Firstly, he said to Peter Psquare, he said, "What happened to Peter Psquare? You are robbing people in broad daylight with but that's your nonsense business. And now you want to take even Christmas from them. You know they fear God at all?" Honestly, I don't understand. Peter Psquare has a platform, Zoom, where people will play a set bet, and of course somebody will win. He usually give out 1.something millions on a daily basis, maybe weekly, I don't know. So Odewingi possibly see it as a taboo because the way that he spoke like a true Christian, according to him. So he see that Peter Psquare business Zoom as a taboo. That's why he decided to call him out. Then he went from there, then ran to Kano Nwankwo, our treasure, Nigeria treasure, Kano Nwankwo's wife, Amara. And this is what he has to say. He said, the reason why Nigeria is in this state, too many want to be like America. God turned his back at America as things stand. Destruction is upon her. How can a wife of a legend like King Kano be chasing me for a chat recklessly? Check your DM. Now by force? Amara Kano, your husband has my number and it's not in our culture to message another man without asking your husband. Moreover, you are wearing Arsenal kits and he can ask them for advice about nail surgery because he also suffered from similar issue. Your son can't have a cross on his neck and make those hand signs. That's fake Christianity. If you don't know, okay, are people selling their home to conform to Africa, America? Those they have. Well, guys, I don't want to read too much, but the thing is too long. I cannot just sit down and be reading this thing. Possibly he's having issue with Amara, Kano's wife, contacting him on the DM. Well, he didn't give details of what she was actually contacting him about, but the way I see it as like it's because of a knee injury that her son sustained. And he's saying that according to our culture, a woman shouldn't contact another man without asking her husband. Well, I don't think Connor will be so pleased with this kind of call out, honestly, at all. I don't think so. And meanwhile, EndSars protest. You know, the judicial panel has ordered the arrest of actress Lillian's mom over the killing of a Uniben student years ago. You know, I've told you, some of you, I've told you guys to try to listen to this judicial panel set across Nigerians. Of course, you're going to see a lot of things. You're going to see a lot of things. You know, this particular woman has been accused for killing this young man. And of course, the issue happened in Benin. Well, if you want to read more of that story, check it online about Lillian's Afebia's mom. Check it online and you're going to see the story. And of course, she was supposed to appear before the judicial panel, but she failed to come. So the panel were not happy with that and immediately ordered the arrest of this woman. And meanwhile, Psquare has responded to Odewingi, and this is what he wrote. Firstly, Odewingi sent him a message saying that, bro, you know we'll tell your kid to do that. You are better than that. Many of your songs brought me to God. No depart, please. Think I'm well. Be blessed. You know, Odewingi called out Psquare, then went to his personal message to send him a message. And this is what Psquare will say, bros, I try to ignore, but I'm so disappointed in you. If you are not close to God, does not make you to feel others and not are close to the devil. I own a registered and licensed lottery platform, just like every other individual does, both here and abroad. But coming to spill this rubbish just because you feel you are now closer to God, bro, my music never brought you close to this God, to this your God in particular. Bro, you have been brainwashed, period. You look sick and you need help. Learn to mind your business and focus on that your God and your life. Disappointed. Then Peter Okoye wrote, please pray for Osaze Odewingi. All is definitely not well with him. And seriously, all is definitely not well with that guy. Just checking out the pictures, you can see that, yeah, something is quite off with him. It is not stable at all. And this is what I'm really laughing about, that J1 wrote. He said, if you know you don't have money, please reduce your pot belly. We are tired of respecting the wrong people. You see a lot of people out there with pot belly, and you say, oh, good is that, good is that, good is that. If you find out that they don't have shishi. They just have beans, gari, all sorts of nonsense in their belly. So J1 is telling them to reduce it so that we will know who to pay our own respect to. And here's a video of Dr. Seed allegedly seized the man's phone for crashing his car at Jakade, Lagos, Eleki, Lagos State. What will you do if somebody's crash your car, guys? Several people have scratched me, but I eventually let them go because I don't have time to argue. But if someone that actually is looking for trouble scratch my car, man, I'm gonna deal with him all. Seriously. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. This boy again, Adamslink. Well, I'd love to do another video, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I will just leave that till tomorrow. So please stay tuned. Don't dull. It's a boy again. Bye. Have a wonderful day.
I've been wanting to speak about this for a while, and the first thing my girl said to me when I said I wanted to speak about this what is the purpose of of my video and what message do I want people to take from this video. To be honest, my sole purpose of doing this video is simply to be heard. I'm over the notion of doing this video thinking that people will understand me, my decisions, my life, because no one ever will. I know people are gonna scrutinize me on social media, and that's fine. I've also come to terms with that, but at this moment in time, I just don't really care anymore, because I feel like 2 years is such a long time for a person to be hidden. So at this moment, I just feel like I'm gonna burst. It's just affected me in so many ways, and I just can't hold it in anymore to protect people that probably wouldn't protect me if there was a reverse. So when I met the person that you guys know as Burna, it was about 2 years ago. He DM'd me, and I didn't reply to the DM. It took about a week for me to reply. One of my girls actually persuaded me to reply, and so I did, unwillingly. He was sweet, he was funny, we exchanged numbers, and he invited me to his pop-up shop thing, whatever, meet and greet thing, whatever. So I went there, not really knowing what to expect. So I went, I met him. I feel like what he made me feel like when he saw me was just kind of like a love at first sight type thing. Instantly, he just gravitated towards me. He was very sweet. It's like he'd known me for years. And although I liked that, I was very hesitant because I've kind of vowed to never date anyone in the industry. So I kind of just took it all with a pinch of salt, and yeah. So over the next week or two, I started to fall for him as well, simply because for the first time I met someone whose words actually matched their actions. So not only would he tell me like he loved me and other personal things, he actually showed me this is somebody that always wanted me around. This is somebody who I basically moved in. I was staying at his weeks at a time. I wasn't going home to my parents. And he just never wanted me to not be there. He was always so affectionate, so loving, so caring. Always wanted me to be comfortable. He wanted me to follow him everywhere. I was with him at all his shows. Just everywhere he went, I was basically just there with him. And I liked that, because for the first time I felt somebody needed me for comfort and support. And usually I feel like I'm the dependent one. So to meet a guy that was dependent on me to a certain extent, and so caring and touchy-feely and just so openly emotional and expressive of his feelings, was such a breath of fresh air, and I just loved it. Started to fall for him. Like I said, he was falling for me from what he was showing me, and you know, we loved each other, whatever. Things were great up until November. I think he had to go to Nige because obviously Christmas season is quite busy, so he had a lot of shows to do and stuff. So I remember the last night I saw him before he left, I was crying. He wiped the tears off my face, and he just told me how he loved me and then that he will be back. So I was happy with that. I had like a bit of sweet feeling, and my heart sunk because I just kind of knew that from that moment on things wouldn't be the same. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. But as I just said, you know what, it's cool, whatever God wants done, so it will be. So he went back tonight, and I think I just kind of moved back home type thing. But we'd always stay in contact. He'd call me every day, he'd message me every day, always on FaceTime. It was fine, like he was keeping to his word, which was nice. But randomly, I couldn't get in contact with him. I think it got to like mid-December or something. I couldn't get in contact with him. I was starting to get worried. Finally, after 2 weeks, he reached out to me, told me he'd been sick in hospital and he'd been going through some complications and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm in London and there's not much I can do. But I know that it just placed a great strain. He used to say to me, I don't know what this is that we got going on, but like, I like it. You're gonna be my wife. I'm gonna marry you. You're gonna have twins. You're my sweet salon jollof. That's what he used to call me, and it just, you know, it made me feel special. So obviously, he was just reinforcing all of that. But anyway, things from that December on were just a bit weird. Obviously, I wanted to come to Nigeria, but the people around him know what Burna's like when he's with me. Like, he doesn't ever want to do anything. He'd rather just chill with me than literally leave the house to do any sort of responsibility regarding music or whatever. So they were strongly against me coming to Nigeria anyway, which was fine because I had work as well. I remember me and him used to go back and forth. We were so desperate to see each other, and it was just like a really hard time for us. We had a big argument because the thing about me is I'm just like your typical girl. I just thought he was making excuses, but I just learned now that he wasn't, but that's fine. So anyway, we had a big argument and things went the same, they were a bit shaky, and I can't remember correctly, but I just feel like we just stopped talking to each other as much. But I just kind of kept faith because I was thinking, you know what, I'm not even going to stress myself. Like, I know you. I'm going to see you soon, so whatever. So, I think it was January, end of January. I go on social media, boom, I see Burna Boy is in a relationship with so-and-so. As in, I've never cried so hard in my life. Like, it felt like my heart was ripped out my chest. I literally collapsed and I cried for days, probably even weeks. Like, I cried my heart out. Imagine the last time you saw someone, they were going away and they were telling you how much they love you, and you know, they were supposed to come back. You had like an argument or whatever, and then the next thing they're dating so-and-so. I feel like the thing that hurt me the most about that as well is when I first met him, he always used to emphasize on how much he just loved black women, African women. He makes me feel so good to the point, I cut my hair recently. I didn't even wear makeup to go see him. He loves my short hair. He's always just telling me how beautiful I am. He just really helped boost my self-confidence in ways I didn't even think were possible. And I just love that about him. He just saw me for me, and he just loved me naturally. And I just have never had that before. So it's just, anyway. So yeah, I found out he was in a relationship with so-and-so. Crushed me, completely crushed me. So, I mean, I wasn't really going to sit around as well. I flew out. I went to Nigeria in March. Obviously, I think he was back in Nigeria by that time as well. So obviously we were still in contact with each other. Like, he'd be messaging me and obviously I'd be giving attitude and whatever. Out of spite, I was just like, yeah, I'm in Nigeria, Nigeria's beautiful. And I was like, well, like, D, I waited for you for 3 months, like, you come back with a girl, like, are you taking a piss? Like, he was like to me, I heard that you had moved on, hence I even got in this relationship in the first place. I was thinking, who the hell went and lied to you like that? But you know what, I just thought, like, cool, I just can't be bothered in it. Like, I'm in Nige, like, you're in Nige, but I ain't even gonna try to see you. Like, I'm not even trying to fuck with you like that. But just know that you're not the only person that's interested in me. Obviously he was gobsmacked, whatever. I feel like as well, the reason why me and him got along and the reason why he likes me is because at the time I was quite innocent, quite naive. I don't really like my personal business being on social media. I was never in his face. I was never acting like a fan. Like, I just treated him like a normal human being. And I feel like he just loved that. I remember he used to say to me, like, why do you love me? Like, why don't you go and be with like a lawyer or a doctor? Like, why do you love me? And at the time, I just couldn't explain why I loved him. But I mean, I know now, like, at the time I just had a strong feeling and I couldn't explain my love for him type thing. But now I just know it's because he was different. The way it made me feel about myself, how caring he was, how touchy-feely he was, how sensitive he was behind closed doors. Like, I love that about him. He was just perfect. Perfectly imperfect, but perfect for me. To the point where people around him were very cautious of me, and, you know, they were just thinking like, well, like, where's this girl coming from? Like, how come you guys have gotten so close so quickly? You guys are always together. Like, she's always at your shows. You're going here, she's there with you. Like, what is it about this girl? And we just couldn't explain it. We just used to stare at each other, laugh, and just kind of like awkwardly laugh and just kiss or whatever. Like, it was, I can't even explain how magical all that felt. Seriously, guys. Anyway, so Nigeria, I was only in Nigeria for about 2 weeks. I left Nigeria, came back to London. I literally refused to speak to him, like, since that last conversation we had in Nigeria. I just kind of thought, like, you're lying. I was never in a relationship. I was waiting for you and you played me, and that's cool. So I think from like March or April, we didn't speak till May, when he reached out to me again, just like begging me to come and see him. And so I went to see him. I knew what was going on, but to be honest, at that point, I just thought that this relationship was fake anyway. Like, I just thought there's no way this boy is gonna go and date someone like that, only because of the things that he's told me about his ideal woman. Just knowing how he's so in tune with his African heritage and his love for black women. I just thought, you know what, this is a publicity stunt. I didn't even care. Went to see him. The biggest regret I have is never addressing the issue. I just kind of, we both didn't address the issue of this thing that came out in public. We both saw each other, and it's like two kids have been separated. We just ran to each other and kind of resumed things as normal, basically. Long story short, for the past 2 years, we've never stopped seeing each other. It's just been like an elephant in the room that we choose not to discuss. And we just kind of go about things like it doesn't exist. And I know some people are thinking, how do you even manage to do that? Well, I can't even explain how, but I have. And I just was in love. I've been in love for 2 years. Like, I've really been in love for 2 years, and I've been seeing him for 2 years. Just always around in the background somewhere, and like, and people are aware of me, but it's just like, people close to him are aware of me, but it's just unspoken of. Like, it's like I said, an elephant in the room. Sometimes I lay next to him and I go on UK Gossip TV and I just see the charade on social media, and I don't even know how that makes me feel. It just makes me feel cold. I blocked it out because he would just always tell me how he always come back to me and he loves me and I'm his baby and he's never ever gonna leave me. And like I said, me thinking that this relationship is fake just kind of didn't really help the situation, because in the past 2 years he has never ever mentioned the person I see in public with on social media to my face. That person doesn't even get acknowledged. It's like she doesn't even exist in our world. There's so much more I could go into detail about, but I can't expose everything, because no matter what I say, people are still gonna judge. So I love D, and I know this video is probably cut. D, I'm just tired of protecting you. I've got feelings too, and you can't always have your cake and eat it. seeing you in secret for so long has literally been so detrimental to my mental state, to the point where I've lost friends, and I know that I have a part to play, and I see him willingly, and it's my choice, but you guys will never understand what it feels like to be in my shoes. Especially when I feel like we just can't stop seeing each other. My main purpose for making this video is because over the past 2 years as well, I've been able to give anybody a chance. I've just been so sucked up in D and seeing D and making sure he's okay, that I've kind of just neglected my own relationships and possible things that could have blossomed. I've just been so stuck in that secrecy that it's just fucked me up mentally, and I just want to break that cycle. I don't want to do it no more. I didn't do this video to hurt you. I know it will hurt you, because as far as you're concerned, me and you are on good terms, but I can't do this anymore. I don't want to really address it with you because I feel like it's just such an elephant in the room, and 2 years is such a long time for me to bring up all these feelings of resentment and hurt. But although I love you, seeing you hurts me even more, and it breaks me every time I see you. So I'm sorry, but it's just how I'm feeling right now. And you guys can judge, you guys can crucify me, you guys can call me a side chick, but until you're in my position, you'll never know. Trust me. As well, I know people are gonna be like, oh, you're doing this for clout and stuff. Like, I have more to lose doing this video than I do if I just kept quiet, because this is somebody that's so loving, so caring, that takes care of me and gives me everything I want just to make sure I'm comfortable. But then usually I just think to myself, at the expense of what? My sanity? Like, so I'm not doing this for clout. I've built up my fan base for 2 years. I've been very private for 2 years. I'm not doing this for money, because like financially I've been so stable working and just having someone provide for me. So I'm simply doing this because I'm about to burst, and mentally I just feel like I'm in a bad place. I have been. People close to me know this, so yeah. I don't want any gain from this, but I know that the person I'm talking about and the status of the person is obviously going to affect all these different things that I'm saying I'm not doing this video because of. So I just don't care. I'm never going to address this again. I just wanted to get out there. Just know that no relationship is perfect. Nobody's perfect. Please don't judge people's lives by what you see on social media, because behind closed doors, people are just living double lives, you know? I've been living a double life. He's been living a double life, and nobody knew. 2 years. Yeah. I just wanted to also add that my girls have literally scrutinized me enough, and as I touched on at the start, they asked again the purpose of me doing this video, and if he wasn't who he is, whether I do it or not. And my answer to that is, I'm constantly reminded every single day. Every time I go on social media, I'm reminded. So it's just the biggest mindfuck. And I just can't continue to see all of that and know the part I'm playing and the way it's affecting me. So I feel like as well, whatever said about me after this from management or whoever, like, we both know what it was or what it is. We both know the things we spoke about. We both know the way we made each other feel. We both know how it was when we first met. We both know how it's been these past 2 years. So regardless of what's said, I know the reality I've lived, and I know the way my relationship with you has been, and nobody can take that away from me. No scrutiny, no lie, no statement can ever alter the reality is on what the reality was that we had. So I'm good.